In this segment, we're going to take a look at the time and materials needed to prepare for this lesson. Let's start by looking at the materials you'll need to gather for your students in the classroom. I have here in front of me a number of different filtration mediums, including activated filter carbon, elbow macaroni, cheesecloth, gravel, cotton balls, cellophane, sand, and coffee filters. In addition, you'll need many different measuring cups, a balance beam, safety glasses, a bucket, and paper towels for cleanup. You will also need 2 half-liter water bottles per team. You'll cut the bottom of the water bottle off, assemble the 2 bottles together, and this will be used to make the water filtration device.
You'll also need materials for making your wastewater. You'll need water, vinegar, salt, and food coloring. The recipe for the wastewater is in the guide. Also, during this experiment, you'll want to test pH. You can do that with a pH probe or litmus paper. Also, you'll want to test conductivity. You can do that with a commercially bought probe, or you can make your own with a multimeter, electrical tape, and a 9-volt battery. The directions for these are in the guide.
So now that you've seen the materials needed to be gathered, also be prepared to build your own water filtration device before you do this with your students. This experiment could take from 2 to 6 class periods, depending on how many iterations of the engineering design process you want to follow through with. Let's take a look at this activity in the classroom.
All right, remember you don't have to use every one of those samples as filtration system on your table. You're only going to choose 3. So as a group, the first thing I want you to do before we start doing anything, decide which one you think your team would like to use.
Oh no. We're putting sand and charcoal and then either cotton swab balls or coffee filter.
Okay,
That's your
so which one do you think should be at the bottom?
sand.
Why?
It's smaller and smaller gaps in between each particle. That way we get a finer filter.
Okay. Don't forget to measure also the water so we know how much water you had. Oh wow, you fill it up.
Of science, did you? Wasn't it?
Yeah. 3903.
Yeah, that's cool.
That little U micros.
Why is it important to pour slowly?
Because the activated carbon is what's going to take out a lot of the imperfection or the impurities, and we don't want to oversaturate it
Okay.
at
6
one time.
ounces. Whatever that is right there. Pour slowly though.
It's going through the same.
Hold on.
Oh, still up there?
It looks clear.
Yeah, damn, they used carbon too. They're going to win too.
Well, why would I put more?
So it could drift
Not
faster.
really.
We use the
We
filter, rocks.
filter rocks and then charcoal.
Yep.
You're gonna try to
Do a better job than
of the same.
of the same water. We
Okay.
filter this and try to get it clear.